it going? My name's Kyle Cumberton from Parkway RV, and what I got for you here today is a brand spanking new 2023 Prowler SBH 320. But before we get into the tour and everything, I just kind of want to introduce myself to you and let you know what's going on with the channel. So as you guys probably know, Big Bo suddenly and tragically passed last December. And very recently, I've been brought on to kind of take control of the video here at Parkway RV. And in getting ready for that, I've been looking at a lot of Big Bo's old videos, and I gotta tell you what, guys, I feel like I have really big shoes to fill. And you know, I'm not an RV expert. I've in fact haven't really been in an RV in 10 years since this morning, but I'm gonna try my best, and what I can do for you guys is just be honest, tell you what I'm seeing, and have a good time. And we can just have an exciting time learning about all these RVs together. So what I'm gonna do first is just toss a little bit of the specs up on the screen, so if any case you get lost anywhere in the video, you can just come right back here and it'll be all on the screen for you. So to start, the full length is 36 feet 9 inches. The height is 11 foot 4 inches. It has a dry weight capacity of 8,010 pounds and a carrying capacity of 7 to 8 people. We'll see if that's comfortably later. As for some of the more interesting amenities, it has an air fryer oven, wireless phone chargers, an outdoor kitchen and shower, and dual AC ducts. Alright folks, well I guess there's nothing left to do now than get a little bit closer and check her out for ourselves. Come on. Alright, as we get close, first thing I'm going to show you is this pass-through storage. I didn't expect it to be this spacious when I first opened it this morning, but look at that area. It's 52 cubic feet, so that means you could fit my mother-in-law in there at least once. Come up to the front. We have your power crankshaft because you don't work on vacation. 2 spots for propane tanks, a battery, and then back there is where your breaker is. It's all consolidated into one convenient place. I suppose they don't do that on every RV. It's kind of nice though. We'll come over here. We have your power stabilization right there. This is an all fiberglass body. You can see your 2 slide outs. Now on the back here we do have something pretty cool. It is an outdoor shower for when those dirty kids or dog come back and you don't want them getting your sofa all dirty. You can rinse them off with this real quick and then toss them back inside. Alright, and then my favorite part of the outside over here is this nice big outdoor kitchen. You have a gas skillet right there. Underneath, if we crouch down, you can see where your gas import is right there. Both the mini fridge and the countertops have this really nice hammered metal on them, and that's cool because if any water gets in here, unlike pressed wood, this won't warp at all. Over here we have your sink and a couple cupboards for whatever you feel needs to be stored in some kitchen cabinets. Maybe some plates, maybe some cups. That's for you to decide. Alright, and step back, you can see we have our electric awning with an LED strip right underneath it. And right here we have a 120 volt on the outside. And let's take a peek in her. Alright, so if we come in here, you can see it has these really nice gray barnwood herringbone floors. The first thing you'll see when you come in is this big centered TV station. You could probably fit comfortably a 42-inch TV in there, maybe, if my eyes aren't lying to me. Right here, We have DVD, Xbox, whatever storage you can fit in there. And then something really cool under here that I like they added is this whole cabinet is raised up a little bit, so you have some nice shoe storage underneath. That's a really considerate thought, because I know a lot of people come in here and, well, for your smaller things like shoes or umbrellas, there's really not a whole lot of space for that stuff, so that's a really nice thought. You have your HDMI right there, a radio right there. If we come behind, you can also see another perk of this centered TV stand, other than looking nice, is both people on either side have kind of their own space in their own part of the bed, you know? I've never liked staying with another person in a bed that's pushed up next to one wall, because then everybody fights for the one spot and it gets cramped and nobody wakes up happy. Over here we can see there's kind of a spot for some clothes hanging storage. Something real cool that quite surprised me, because we're living in the future. On either side of the bed we have this wireless charger for a phone. So if you take your phone, you throw it right there, boom, charging immediately. Ain't that something neat? Alright, we can take a step back. Actually, before we do that, I just want to show you one more thing about this room. This is a little bit of my nitpick of the bedroom. You see, you have these privacy doors, but see, if you open them up and you push them, if you're not completely level, then they're just gonna slide back like that. So, you know, I guess if you're completely level, that's nothing you have to worry about since you have those electric stabilizers, but it's just something to think about, that these privacy doors aren't the tightest when you push them up against the wall. Okay, if we come back over here, I can show you the rest. Right here we have a jackknife couch that folds out into a bed. Now, if you're a grown man, 6 foot above, unlike me, I'm only 5'9", a little bit short, you're probably gonna have a hard time fitting into this bed. I tried to squeeze into it earlier, and it wasn't bad, kind of laying sideways, so if you have a big night and just need somewhere to pass out quick, it'll work, but it's probably mostly for kids. Right underneath that, I can show you this carpet right here. It is the only rug in the whole place, but it is marine grade quality, and it's what they use in pontoon boats, so if it ever gets a little dirty or anything, you can just kind of spray it off real quick. Right here, we have a U-shaped dinette, and the pluses of a U-shaped dinette is when you fold it out, it turns into a 7-foot bed instead of a 6-foot bed. So that's pretty nice. I'll come in here, take a seat. It's pretty comfy. You have these 2 huge bay windows on either side. Hopefully you're looking at something prettier than another RV, but it really does add a whole lot of natural lighting in here. Most days, if you're in a nice bright spot, you could probably just leave all your lights off and have the sun do your work for you. Alright, if we come over here to the kitchen, I'll show you there's a pretty nice stainless steel sink. These countertops are actually really high quality. In the brochure it says they are domestic build quality, and I was suspicious about that at first, but they're definitely better than what I have in my house, so those are really nice. Up here we have some frosted glass cupboards that have kind of a nice design on it. It matches the sheets in the bedroom. That's kind of cool. Over here, your microwave. It's not the biggest microwave in the world, you know, you could fit some popcorn in there, maybe a TV dinner, but I wouldn't go for a whole feast or anything. And down here we have one of the advertised amenities, as it says, RV industry first. It's an air fryer and an oven at the same time, so that's pretty cool. We can open that up, as you see. Also a little small, you know, you're not cooking a Thanksgiving turkey in there or anything, but on the road it should work for most of your uses. Here's the fridge. One thing I really like about this fridge is how sturdy the lock clamps are. A lot of these RVs, you'll look and you'll kind of grab the refrigerator lock, and they just seem like a little cheap and like they might fall apart in a couple of months. But these right here, you can feel them. Hear that? You can feel it when you grab onto it, how strong and sturdy that is. All right. Over here, we have some storage, a nice little cubby. And if you open this, about 4 more cubbies. They are a little shallow, so I'm not sure how much you can store in there, but it's still some extra space. Over here, we have the bathroom. We have a pretty nice shower. You know, it's not huge. You wouldn't want to spend the night in it, but it'll definitely work for any 10-15 minute shower you have to take. You have your skylight right above it. Over here, you have your plastic sink with not a ton, but some storage underneath it. A toilet. And then over here, you have a door. And when I first saw this door in the bathroom, I got a little confused as to why you need some fresh air while you're doing your business, but then I was told that it kind of acts as a mud room for your kids or your dog or whatever, so it's real muddy outside. You can have them come through this way, get cleaned up in the bathroom, and then go about their time in the rest of the RV without getting it dirty. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, now let's come to the featured spot, the BH and the SBH, the nice bunkhouse. One thing really cool about this bunkhouse is it has its own door that separates it from the rest of the house. Not every single RV has one of those in the bunkhouse. If we come over here, we can see the first bunk. It folds up like that and clamps into the wall over here pretty nicely. Let's fold that back down. Underneath that, you have kind of what can act as 2 couches. Here, I'll come and sit right here. There's a nice seat here. They each have a cup holder in the back, if you can see it. And then right there is a spot for your entertainment system. And then, you know, Xbox or whatever the kids want to bring with them. They can sit right here and entertain themselves while you're relaxing out there. The other 2 bunks are right here and here, and it's a really nice design that they didn't just stack them right on top of each other. 1, so you have all this extra storage space, and 2, so the kids can't fight with each other while they're sleeping. Because I know when I was a kid in bunk beds, I know I was kicking the top of my cousins all the time. Another thing is, these mats right here on the beds, you know, they're not the thickest mats in the world, and I was initially a little bit suspicious when I sat down on them, but they're surprisingly comfortable. They're more comfortable than some of the full-size beds I've sat in on other RVs, so that's really nice. These also do fold out into 2 extra beds for the floor, so you could stuff probably a total of 5 children back here if you worked really hard. So yeah, folks, this is a really nice, clean 2023 model. One of my favorite parts about it, personally, is how much space there is and how much space there is between the bunk room and the master bedroom. That way, if you decide to grab up all your kids or the grandkids and toss them in the Prowler for a cross-country trip, you'll all kind of like each other by the time it's ended, because there will be enough space for you to get away from each other when you need to be. And now, guys, I just want to toss a few numbers out there on the screen for you to check out. So, the MSRP for the Prowler 320 SBH is $52,099, but we have it here on the lot today for $36,900. And honestly, I barely even believed it when I looked up the MSRP earlier. You know, I'm new to the dealership, so I'm not really aware of how great the deals they have here. But that 52 down to 36.9 is a fantastic deal on a fantastic, nice new camper. And I do want to let you guys know that all our prices are haggle-free and fee-free. We believe in charging a fair price from the start, and we don't want anything to do with those pure profit fees like other dealerships. We also offer an upgradable 90-day warranty on any of our units that are less than 10 years old. So, yeah, guys, if you're interested in the Prowler, I implore you to come check it out for yourself. Or, if you can't get down here in a reasonable time, call us at 706-965-7929. And again, guys, my name's Kyle Cumberton with Parkway RV. It was a pleasure getting to meet you all today and look around the Prowler. I had a great time, and I hope you guys come back to look at some more RVs with me later.